Hello everyone, hope you are all doing great. We are going through Veer Savarkar's 6 great epochs of Indian history. As part of that, we had already discussed about Alexander's invasion on India and then how it ended up where Alexander died in Babylon. But there were few places where he has conquered. The governors from Greek are still ruling in those places. But soon after the death of Alexander, within no time, India had completely forgotten that there was a Greek invasion. How did this happen? The reason behind that is ChandraGupta Maurya and Chanakya. To learn a bit more about the backgrounds from these people, Chanakya was a scholar. He was the professor in Takshashila University. And then from Chandragupta Maurya's background, there used to be a tribe called Mayura. Mayura means peacock. So what this tribe used to do is, they used to keep the peacocks, let them grow, and then they used to sell them at a right price at a right time. There was a beautiful lady from this tribe called Mura. She has relocated to Patliputra, which is the capital of Magadha. And then she used to work at the royal place. The Magadha king that time was Mahapadmanand. People used to call him as Dhananand because the guy is very much fond of gold. He used to put a lot of taxes on people just to get gold. He's that fond of gold. So Chandragupta Maurya is the son of Dhananand and Mura, because she was working at the royal place and then there was a love affair, and then he is the son for both. Chandragupta Maurya was very talented. From the younger age, he is like practiced in all the fightings and all those, whatever is required for a king. He has all the characters. Usually Mahapadmanand, because the guy doesn't have any capability other than acquiring gold, he was jealous by looking at this guy, and then he had this feeling that one day this guy will definitely dethrone me. So he used to maintain a distance with this kid, and then he sent him to Takshila as well. Soon after, once the guy reached a certain age, he sent him to Takshila for studies. There he met Chanakya. He was the scholar there. Initially, both of them were operating separately, where Chandragupta Maurya used to go to Alexander's tents and trying to see what's actually happening and all that in disguise. And then Chanakya was also trying to understand how Alexander is basically invading India. And one thing which was there in always Chanakya's mind, that we can't fight these guys like in independent states, independent Ganas or Ganarajas. We should be able to unite all of them, form a single Bharat, and then we fight, and nobody can fight us. That was always there in Chanakya's mind. Chanakya was used to work in the royal place as well, trying to understand what's actually happening in the kingdom. Is the king is really capable of fighting against Alexander, or is going to give a free pass to this guy? So in the history, there was a story about, even there are thousands of episodes, serials as well on Chanakya, saying that Dhananand laughs at Chanakya because he was ugly. And then he basically ties his hair and says that, hey, I will see your end, otherwise I won't untie this hair and all that. It's all crap. There's nothing like that happened. When Chanakya was actually working in different departments, Dhananand has immediately realized that this guy is trying something. So he basically insults him and basically kicks him out of the kingdom. And then Chanakya knows that, yeah, he has to maintain the calmness during the time. So he moves back to Takshila as a scholar again. So that's actually happened. I mean, whatever was written and whatever these serials and all, it was never happened as per this book. So they both slowly understood, Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya, in the Takshila University, that we need to unite people, these small ganas, so that we can fight Alexander easily. So their first challenge is make Chandragupta Maurya the king of Magadha. How can they do that? Because Dhananand is already there as a king. So they need to definitely dethrone him. After Alexander defeated Porus, they now realize that Porus is the best option for them to dethrone Mahapadmanand. So they basically maintain the correspondence with Porus and basically forms a team, and then with the help of Porus, they attacks Dhananand and they kill him. That's how Chandragupta Maurya becomes the emperor of Magadha, and Chanakya becomes the chief minister of Magadha. So their capital is Pataliputra. That's how they actually united Bharat. Now their journey started, which is called Swarna Yug in Indian history. They have ruled for almost 100 years, and then what they've done immediately, Chanakya has immediately gathered 6 lakhs Indian soldiers, 30,000 cavalry, 4,000 war elephants and whatnot. He realized whatever is required for a kingdom, he has basically started doing all of that. And then they started targeting wherever these remaining Greek kings or the governors which are still there, they started fighting them. One of them was Seleucus. He was the chief army officer of Alexander during that time. He was still ruling Gandhar as a governor. Gandhar is the current Afghanistan. So what they did is, with Porus, all of them together, they attacked Seleucus and then they defeated him. That war was actually called a revenge for Porus, the revenge taken by Porus, because Seleucus was the chief army officer when Porus was defeated. Now Porus took the revenge, saying that, yep, this is my time. So that's how they cleared almost all the governors, and then nobody was left. They beheaded the people who were fighting, and then Seleucus cleverly said, we don't want to fight anymore. And then he offered his daughter's hand with Chandragupta Maurya. They married them so that Greeks wants to have that relationship with Bharat. So they tried to establish that. And then from that time, for the next 100 years, there was never any Greek invasion, or not even any bigger invasion. Chanakya and Chandragupta Maurya basically ruled the kingdom in such a way that India, Bharat, became very strong in that time. So that's why it's called as Swarna Yuga. That's it from the story. There was a very good book by Radha Kumud Mukherjee on Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya. I would like to read that next and then maybe share that link with all of you guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.